would like to introduce myself. My name is Andrea, and I'm just a brown girl trying to exist in a white fitness space. Now you're probably thinking, I've always been here. I've always been the one to wake up at 6 a.m., eat healthy, track calories, being able to just simply do healthy habits and maintain them. But that's simply not true. I think being a brown girl in a family, you're always taught to be dependent on others. You're never taught to think for yourself or to think about what you would like in your life, the habits that you want to keep, actually taking ownership of your life. I think I've always been so dependent on my parents and what they want and thinking about what's best for them that I've simply never thought about my life and what I truly want. And I think for the first time at 26, I'm finally realizing that fitness and health is so important for me. I think also from a perspective of looking at my family history, looking at their eating habits and what they predominantly think is important and healthy in their life, seeing type 2 diabetes run so evidently in my family, heart attacks, high cholesterol. And for me, I wanna, for the first time, show that brown girls can prioritize health, that it's normal to see South Asian women in the gym. It's normal to start to see South Asian women prioritize health and fitness. Now I'm gonna take you guys through my mic'd up leg day. So let's go. What we have is a dumbbell single leg hip thrust. I just started doing these literally at the start of my workout program, and it has been life-changing. At first it's really awkward because you're so used to hip thrusting with two legs, but when you hip thrust with one, it really isolates the glutes. And usually I'm able to hip thrust like 80 to 100 kilos on a hip thrust machine, but in a single leg hip thrust I can only do 5 kilos at the moment, which is insane. Just fucked, but it's fine. It's always about progress. It's very humbling. So I'm gonna show you how I get into the form, because it's actually a whole thing that it took me around 2 times to really master the form. If you're a beginner, this may take a little bit longer because it's just a mind fuck compared to just 2 legs, because I think the stability as well, you're not as stable as you are if you have 2 feet planted on the floor versus 1. So now I like to hold my one hand here, so like I'm more stable. Now essentially what you're going to be doing is, so let's say I'm keeping this leg here planted, with the other leg you're going to go slightly like pointed out, and then you're going to really squeeze and isolate that one glute. Oh my god, to be honest, I'm just feeling it with one without weights and I'm already dying. And you really need to tense your core, focus on that hinge, because I think this is really important. It's like ensuring that when you first master the actual hinge movement, you're not hyperextending, but you're really going slow and controlled. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm genuinely dying and I still haven't gotten the weight on. Right, so I like to hold the weight here, not keeping it too close to your crease, but more so just here. I like to, at least. It's very comfortable for me. Shoulder blades onto the bench. And oh my god, I literally at the bare minimum 8 reps. Oh, fuck. This is what I hate about unilateral exercises, is that you have to literally do it on the other leg. Ew. You know, it sucks. This is just the first set. This is just the first set. I'm gonna cry. Oh man. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, usually, sometimes I'm a bitch. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I'm a fucking bitch with some exercises. But this one, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, this is fucking hard. And it's just, oh, it's only, oh, damn. I thought I was doing 5. I'm doing 6 kilos. Lord help. Lord help me. Oh, God. Right. I can rest, and then 2 more sets, and then I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a warm-up with just the bar, and then see how I feel. Because I haven't done these in a really long time. Well, when I mean really long time, I mean a few weeks. So we'll see how I feel after these, and then I'll determine the weight that I'm gonna use. Something I noticed when I was just looking back at my footage was how bad my form was in the warm-up. Like, I felt like my torso was leaning a lot forward, and I need to fix that. I think it's always good to look back at your footage and stuff, because it's also a way to indicate your form and how good your form is. And I think it's like a great marker, because sometimes you can literally be doing the set and the exercise and not realize that your form is shit. Like, even though I was tensing my core, I was feeling it in the right areas, sometimes your form isn't always going to be good. So I think it was just a great reminder that even though you've been lifting for a while, I think footage can always still be very, very humbling in that way. So the reason why I'm also going really light in the weight is because this is my 3rd leg day. 3, yeah. It's fucked. And usually the 3rd one, I like to keep very, very light and really focus on the tempo, the control, because the other 2 leg days are really intense. One is really, really hard. The other one's still hard, but not as intense. And then this one is just really, really light. And you don't want to be doing all 3 intense days, because then you're more susceptible to having an injury. Your recovery time is going to be a lot harder. And it's just not really good for your body overall for doing 3 intense leg days over a 12-week program. It's just not a smart thing to do at all. So I like to keep it light, and I like to enjoy my workouts. Because sometimes it's just nice having a light leg day, because I think it just makes you kind of fall in love with training all over again rather than really dying and looking like shit. So, for the last exercise, I am essentially doing a single leg elevated lunge on the Smith machine. Now, the reason why I have elevated this is just to add a little bit more difficulty and essentially utilizing my glutes more. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't look the most shredded, but this is the point of training, not for the end goal, but for the journey of just going in and doing the same process over and over again. I think also, being a South Asian girl, it's really hard to find influencers, to find fitness people online to see what feasible progress looks like. And I am nowhere near where I want to be. And I am so, so grateful that I'm at this point in my 3-year fitness journey of just taking each day as it is, of not putting value in each exercise, each workout to become something other than what I already am, and to eventually get to a point where you just enjoy the process of being.